evening, one and all. This is the Port Elgin Amateur Radio Club's weekly net. It's an open net. Anyone within range is welcome to participate. The subjects are many and varied, just whatever happens to come up. Your controller this evening is VE3WMR, QTH Port Elgin. Would you please come to VE3WMR now, please?
Victor Echo 3, Papa, Charlie, Papa.
VE3JMD.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for a nice orderly check-in. Do we have any more check-ins to the Port Elgin Amateur Radio Club net? Come to VE3WMR now, please.
VA3FYB.
Okay, we'll go to the top of the list. VE3PCP, would you take it, please, Rob?
Yeah, very good evening to everyone on net tonight on a snowy Christmas night. I'm sure that everyone is certainly affected by the weather we've had in the last few days and stuck inside and roads closed and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I guess we got our white Christmas that we were looking for. Maybe a little bit too much or more than what we really wanted. But anyway, just to let you know, I am doing a live stream right now to my YouTube channel, and it also records, so I just wanted to do that, so you can go back and listen to yourself and see how you sound through the repeater. So back to net control, V3PCP.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Rob. Next is VE3JMD. Jim, would you take it, please?
Thanks, Bill. Good evening and Merry Christmas to you and all on frequency. Well, as Rob says, it's been an eventful Christmas. My wife and I stayed put and tried to wait things out. I eventually got the snowblower out this afternoon when the sun was shining a bit and there was no snow falling because there was a sizable drift in front of the garage and also halfway up the driveway. It was about the drift in the middle of the drive was probably 6 feet long and about 2.5 feet high. And it seemed once I got the snowblower fired up and running, the snow started falling again. So that was a annoying situation, but there's nothing I can do about it. But I've cleared off part of the driveway, and we can also get out our front door now after I've done some shoveling. And I'll turn it back to you, Bill. Oh, I will have a new controllers list on the second go-around, so I'll turn it back to you, Bill. VE3WMR from VE3JMD.
Okay, thanks very much for that, Jim. Next is VA3FYD. Would you take it, please? And also give us your name.
VA3FYB here, Eric and Tobermory. Yes, we certainly got the white Christmas that I was just actually remarking the other day that we hadn't had a white Christmas in quite a while. I guess hopefully it wasn't me that jinxed us all, but yes, we've also been kind of stuck here in Tobermory due to Highway 6 being closed, and that's our only way south. But, you know, we've been dealing with it. It's not too bad. We did have power out for a full day there, but nothing a little generator can't fix, and a couple of buckets of water. But we're supposed to get another, especially here in Tobermory, another big swoop, between 40 and 70 centimeters of snow tonight, so hopefully we're not stuck tomorrow morning. But we did have a 5-foot snowdrift in front of our house this morning, so that was fun to clear out. But besides that, not much else to say. Merry Christmas to everybody on net and net control, and I will turn it back to net control, VE3IHR.
Okay, thanks very much for that, Eric. Well, we too have received considerable amount of snow, especially snow propelled by high wind and obscuring vision. Highway 21 is closed. I have a daughter who's a nurse, works in Owen Sound, and she hasn't been there for, well, this will be the second night. Highway 21 is closed. You can't get in or out of town. That's normal enough in winter from time to time around here. Okay, we'll go back to the top of the list. VE3PCP. Rob, would you take it again, please?
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, it's you know, I've lived in Inverhuron here for 21 years now, I guess, a little bit better than that. And I've never seen the wind whip up drifts like we've got this time around. We live right in the downtown metropolis of Inverhuron. And for anybody that knows Inverhuron, you know how many trees there are, and you know, those trees tend to block the wind. But this time around, my goodness, we got snowdrifts coming around the house and up against vehicles, and you know, I had to dig a snowdrift out from in front of my carport door. It had been drifting through underneath, and it's a vertical slatted door with you know, about 1/8-inch gaps between the vertical boards, and the snow blew in there. There was about a 2.5-foot high snowdrift inside the carport door. I've never seen that before, so it was definitely a significant winter event. And the winds, of course, were howling, as everybody knows, and I can only imagine what the drifts on the roads look like. And I'm sure there's probably some cars that are stuck inside those snowdrifts someplace, because you know, people just don't know enough to stay off the roads. Anyway, back to you, Bill, VE3PCP.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Rob. That sounds normal for winter around here. Lots of snow. Sometimes we don't get that much, but it depends. All right, next is VE3JMD. Jim, would you take it again, please?
Thanks again, Bill. One more comment about the blizzard. I had little to do Friday afternoon and most of Saturday, so I was listening to the scanner, and I think one of the busiest groups of people in the area were the snowplow drivers for Bruce County. They were trying to do their best keeping roads open, and it sounds as though they were impeded by, as Rob said, people taking their cars out when they shouldn't have, and being stuck. And they also had to clear the roads for at least 2 ambulances and 1 fire truck. So I have to hand it to the people who drive the snowplows. They'll step up when required. As I mentioned, I have a controllers list for the next couple months, so I'll start in on that. I'll drop the repeater for a moment. VE3JMD is back, and January 1st, next week, Victor Echo 3, Juliet Mike Delta. January 8th, VE3RTE. January 15th, VE3WMR. January 22nd, VE3JMD. January 29th, VE3RTE. February 5th, VE3WMR. February 12th, VE3JMD. And February 19th, VE3RTE, and February 26th, VE3WMR. And if anyone has questions or comments, please feel free to make them. I'll turn it back to Net Control, VE3WMR from VE3JMD.
Okay, thanks very much for that, Jim. I have duly noted the times when we will be called upon to control the net. Okay, next is VE3FYD. Eric, would you take it again, please?
Yeah, I'd have to, as earlier said, I'd have to agree. Probably one of the busiest people out there on the roads through all this was plow drivers for sure. I know another group, I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, but the day we were at a power here in Silvermorny, I was running my radio off battery power here, and Wyerton and Noble fire department was out 4 different times that day, all for trees down on power lines with flames and sparks present, so they were also pretty busy. But yeah, I know, for example, my sitter's boyfriend, he does plow, and right now I don't know if he's finished up, but for the entire day today he was blowing out Highway 21 there. He started at Port Elgin and went down to King Garden, and it's pretty slow going from what I understood. He got up at 4:30 this morning and headed down, and is probably supposed to finish up around 10:30 or so tonight. So apparently the snow's so thick down your guys' way in Port Elgin area that it's taken him that long. So I know the plow drivers everywhere and everywhere have certainly given their all back for sure. So thanks for all of them out there. Back to Net Control.
Okay, thank you for that, Eric. The way I look at it, the fellows that drive those plows this time of the year earn their money, no question about it. All right, I'll make one last call. Do we have any late checkers into the Port Elgin Amateur Radio Club net? Come to VE3WMR now, please. All right, nothing heard, so we will conclude the net this evening and return the repeater back to normal use. 73s to 1 and all, VE3WMR.
Yeah, 7-3L, V3PCP.
73, everyone. Good net, VE3JMD.
73s, and Merry Christmas, everybody, from Silvermorny.